All right, everybody, welcome back. This is JP Trades, and today we're going to go over the amazing Bitcoin trade that we had set up. This was actually from an order block that we had on our charts since Monday. And I have traded this order block several longs from this area ever since we've had this on our charts. And now we see that this was our 1 hour range. And if you're in the VIP Discord, I showed you this 1 hour range on the video updates. This was our 1 hour pending bearish market structure shift, and this was the shift to the bullish side. And I believe I gave you that update right around when we were right around here. It was right around New York Open. And what I was watching for was we had already hit this level at 7:20 a.m. in the morning. So I had missed that trade. That would have been an excellent entry as well. But I did miss that. I got to the charts a little later this morning. However, I was saying that I did or wouldn't mind to see these three lows swept and hitting this naked point of control, but we didn't get that, unfortunately. Now, I was also looking at this range, and yes, this blue zone right here is the golden pocket. This gray line right here is the 786. So again, I was very comfortable taking this trade because I knew we were finding support here. We had several levels of support here, and I've seen that we had also bounced from this tiny 5-minute order block. And this was a very refined entry that I had set up. But again, I didn't get to take that trade from there because I wasn't awake. So what did I do? How did I manage to still catch this trade? So knowing that we are in the greater discount section and pretty much in the extreme discount section of this range, I knew that we had a very, very prime location to take a long from. So what I was waiting for, and I was coming down here on the 5-minute, and I was taking a look at our structure. And that is the structure that we had coming down into this level. And we had our bullish market structure shift on the 5-minute right there. So as soon as we shifted back bullish after finding support here, I knew I wanted to look for a long. So I then came down and refined my entry using this another small 5-minute order block right here in this blue. And I wasn't able to get this trade right inside the order block, unfortunately. I wanted to see it pull away from it just a little bit. And we did get that SFP of this low here, which was also nice. So I was like, okay, we're going to SFP this low and the weekly open right into the order block that I was wanting to trade from. Nonetheless, this was my entry at the green line. And let's see. So far, it's an 8.5 hour trade. Actually, I had my stop loss under this low because as we went over, coming up over VWAP, I knew it was done for. So it was about 11-hour trade. However, I did take some profits here in this candle. And then I also took some profits up here in this candle. And I took a little bit more profits in this range right here. So it's probably a little bit under an actual 11-hour trade for me, maybe about an 8.5 to 9R. But my trade is still running. So I did leave a runner, and I'm looking to take it to this naked point of control that we have up there. Now, what else was I noticing that was really important? Because I do want to go over what I was seeing in like real time as it was coming down to my zone. So I also pulled the fixed range or volume range. And as we were coming into this order block, it hit the value area low as well. So I use this as another confluence or confirmation for my trade. And then if we come over to Bookmap, this was the setup at the low. And we had this order block right here. And what do we see that we had here? If you scroll back and see that we had 1171. That's 1,171 Bitcoin sitting right here, ready to get filled. And what do we see? We see this massive purple dot that's 2561 in volume. So that is a lot of volume selling into this level. And as soon as I saw that, I looked for my CVD confirmation, which we see we got that CVD confirmation here. And I snagged that trade. And as soon as we were getting over point of control and this aggregated VWAP, I knew it was time to get in. So that is what I was looking at. Those are the tools that I was using to get into the trade. And I'll show you the setup. Oh no, this is a silver setup. Well, we'll go over this while we're here too. Silver had a very, very nice power 3 setup. We had the accumulation, the manipulation, and the big distribution coming up. And we had an order block, and I'll show you this here. We had an order block here that we were trading from. We had a nice Wyckoff Model 2, and this led to a 26R trade. Very, very, very nice setup. But the Bitcoin scalp, this again was where I entered, and this is where I'm targeting for that last take profit. So what am I looking for next? It looks like we might actually, during power hour, maybe take this high. We do have an order block of supply right here that we're running into. However, I still want this naked point of control. So that would be my last take profit. I might leave a little bit of a runner after that to see if we do break this 4-hour pending bullish market structure shift. But nonetheless, this was a great trade. We had market structure on our side. Forgot to show my market cipher B. Let me show that real quick to you. We did coming into this level, and this was that refined order block, that 5-minute order block. So coming into that level, we had price coming down, hit the order block, and we had our market cipher B momentum waves moving up, giving us a nice regular divergence. And we saw that bullish hidden divergence over on CVD. So that was our trade setup. If you like this trade setup, follow me into the Discord. You can see my setups every single day. I share my interactive charts. I give video updates every morning. I do crypto, silver. Sometimes I do gold, but I let Drew do gold because he is much better at gold than I am. He is a master gold trader. He is badass gold trader. Y'all need to follow Drew Wolfer. He's got gold on lock, so I don't even touch that anymore. Sometimes I'll do silver. I love EU, so Euro USD. I get involved in a little bit of Forex, and I also do stocks. So I do a little bit of everything. I also have one-on-one mentorships. If you like my style of trading is using a lot of smart money concepts where I combine everything from supply and demand, liquidity, range theory, Wyckoff theory, and I also mix that in with a lot of other things that I learned along the way. But market structure being number one is, in my number 2 tool right behind market structure is order flow. And I love Bookmaps. I use Bookmap, and sometimes I also use Market Monkey Terminal for crypto specifically. Such a great platform, both of them. I love them. to death. I don't know how I would scalp the way I do without those tools. And we actually have some really nice discounts going on Black Friday for those two tools in our Discord as well. So that's it for this video, and I'll catch y'all next time.